This is the WOODBRIDGE BJ400 Whirlpool Water Jetted and Air Bubble Freestanding Heated Soaking Combination Bathtub. The first thing that hit me was the shape and finish. It's a long, wide oval with a deep, glossy white surface that looks clean and modern without trying too hard. I bought it because I wanted a real spa feel at home, not just a bigger tub. The BJ400 promised water jets plus gentle air bubbles and a heater to keep water warm. And those key features are exactly what make it different in daily use. From my experience, the jets and air bubbles feel totally different from a regular bath. Water jets are small nozzles that push streams of water at adjustable pressure. I use them on my back and legs when I'm sore, and I can dial them up or down depending on how I feel. The air system feeds tiny bubbles through the water, creating a soft, fizzy massage. It's not aggressive. It's more like a blanket of movement that keeps your whole body relaxed. I usually start with the water jets on medium for 10 minutes, then switch to low bubbles while I read or just zone out. In my opinion, that combo is what gives the spa feeling without being overwhelming. Installation took planning. It's freestanding, so there's no surround to build, but it still needs both plumbing and electrical. Mine runs on a dedicated 120V30A line per my installer, and I'm glad I set that up ahead of time. If you're thinking about a similar setup, make sure you've got the electrical covered and that your plumber has easy access for the drain and water supplies. I was nervous about delivery because I'd heard stories about tubs arriving scratched. Mine came extremely well packed, no marks or cracks, which took a lot of stress off. The drain kit was the one hiccup. The included parts didn't match my existing drain situation, so I had to buy an adapter. Not a big deal, but it slowed things down. If you're new to this, my simple tip is to ask your installer to double-check the drain connection and any adapters before they show up. And don't let anyone leave until you've filled the tub and run the jets and heater. I filled it, turned everything on, and checked underneath for leaks. Nothing dramatic happened, but that quick test gave me confidence I wouldn't find a surprise puddle later. Day to day, the heater is the quiet hero. It's an inline heater that maintains water temperature during the soak, which means I'm not constantly topping off with hot water. I'm a long bath person, and the water staying warm is the difference between a rushed 10-minute soak and a long, unrushed session that actually relaxes me. The control panel is simple. Tap to adjust jet intensity, switch to bubbles, change the water temp, and pick a light color. It's not a wall of complicated icons. I didn't need to keep the manual next to me, which I appreciate. The chromotherapy lights sounded like a gimmick, but I used them more than I thought. Blue and green at night help set a calm mood, especially with the bathroom lights dimmed. I paired the tub with black trims and a floor-mounted faucet, and the whole setup looks intentional, like something you'd see in a well-designed hotel bath. Cleaning has been easy. The acrylic surface is reinforced with fiberglass, so it's sturdy but still smooth. I wipe it down with a soft cloth and a mild bathroom cleaner. No staining so far, which was a concern with white. I avoid abrasive pads and anything harsh. For maintenance, I do a quick clean cycle every couple of weeks. Warm water, a small amount of gentle cleaner, run the jets and bubbles for a few minutes, then drain and rinse. It keeps everything fresh, and it takes less time than it sounds. Size matters with this tub. It holds up to around 65 gallons, and that affects two things: bathroom space and water supply. Make sure your bathroom can handle a large freestanding tub without feeling cramped. I wouldn't try to squeeze it into a tiny room. You lose the visual impact and the comfort. As for filling time, with my lower flow faucet, it takes about 20 minutes to reach my preferred level. I plan for that. If you have a smaller water heater, you might notice it working hard. It's worth checking your water heater capacity and the flow rate of your faucet so you're not surprised the first time you fill the tub. Stability is solid. Freestanding tubs can feel wobbly if they're not leveled, but this one has hidden adjustable feet. My floor isn't perfectly even, so we took time to level it and added a clean line of clear caulk at the base. It doesn't budge, and it doesn't creak. The pump noise is there when the water jets are on, but it's a steady hum, not a rattle. I barely notice it with music playing or the bathroom fan on low. The air bubbles are quieter than the water jets, which is nice for a mellow soak. There are a few things I wish I'd known earlier. Measure your doorways and the path from the front door to the bathroom. It's a big piece, and corners can be tight. Plan where the access panel is going to sit so you can reach pumps and electrical if needed later. If you have special plumbing or a tricky drain, factor in a little extra time and a couple of small parts runs. None of this is complicated, but it's the type of detail that determines if your installation day is smooth or frustrating. On comfort, the interior is roomy. The backrest angle is a sweet spot for me. I can sit back without feeling like I'm sliding. I can stretch out, shoulders under the water line, and still have space around my knees. The edges are smooth and comfortable to rest your arms on. I added a small, removable headrest for extra neck support, which I recommend if you like really long soaks. There are limitations. You need a pro installer, especially for electrical. This isn't a plug-and-play tub. It's a real appliance with pumps and a heater, and it should be wired correctly. Color options are limited to white from what I can tell. That works with my space, but if you want a different finish, you may be out of luck. The size means you need a bathroom that can showcase it, not just fit it. If your water heater is small or your faucet is slow, filling can feel like a weight. These are trade-offs you should weigh against the experience you want. Key features that make it worth it for me are the adjustable hydrotherapy jets, the gentle air system, the inline heater that holds temperature, the simple controls, and the solid build. It looks great, but it's not just looks. The functions actually get used, and they work the way they should. From my experience, the BJ400 turns a normal bath into something I look forward to after a long day or a workout. I use the stronger water jets for sore muscles, then ease into air bubbles when I'm ready to relax. It's a routine I didn't realize I needed until I had it. I'd recommend this for anyone doing a bathroom remodel who wants a true spa-style soak at home, has enough space to let a freestanding tub breathe, and is comfortable hiring a qualified installer. It's perfect for long, heat-maintained baths, muscle recovery, and quiet weekend resets. If you enjoy clean, modern design and you want features that you'll actually use, not just bells and whistles, this fits that description. In my opinion, the value shows up after the first week. The anxiety of delivery and installation fades, and what's left is a tub that feels premium every time you step in. The heater removes the annoyance of cooling water. The jets and bubbles are flexible enough to match your mood. The look elevates the bathroom without being flashy. I don't have buyer's remorse. I have a new habit I really enjoy. In conclusion, the WOODBRIDGE BJ400 is easy to live with once it's set up correctly. It takes a little planning, and it deserves a careful installation, but the result delivers on comfort and function. If you're after that spa feeling at home and you've got the space to do it right, this is the one I'd put on your shortlist. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more honest home gear reviews and leave me your questions in the comments. I'll update with any new tips after more time with the tub. Thank you for watching.